and molecularity. For understanding of order of reaction, so let us consider one general chemical reaction. A plus B gives rise to C plus D. When both reactants, so A and B reactants combine, collide together, C plus D products will get. Now for this, if you write rate is directly proportional to the concentration of A reactant power raised to X, concentration of B power raised to Y. So rate of reaction depends upon concentrations of A and B power raised to X and Y. If rate is equal to, if you take out the proportional constant, rate is equal to K into A to the power X, B to the power Y, where X and Y X and Y determined experimentally, not theoretically. So X plus Y indicate overall order of reaction. The rate is equal to K to the power 0. Then it is called zero order reaction, which means the rate of reaction is independent to the concentration of reactant A. If the rate is equal to K into A to the power 1, the rate of reaction is first order with respect to the A. If the rate is equal to K into A to the power 1, B to the power 1, then it is called second order kinetics. Second order kinetics, we say. What is order of reaction? Order of reaction can be defined as sum of the powers of concentration of reactants given in the rate expression is called order of reaction. Sum of the powers. X plus Y means sum of the powers of reactants. So mentioned in the rate expression, given in the rate expression is called order of reaction. Rate is equal to K into A into X, B to the power Y. If you want to express the proportionality constant units, rate upon A to the power N, where A is equal to B. Now K is equal to rate units moles upon liter into second inverse. A concentration, square bracket indicate concentration, moles, concentration of A expressed in moles per liter. If it is, so N for the general chemical reaction unit. If it is K, zero order reaction, A to the power 0. Zero order reaction, proportionality constant units we write is equal to moles per liter second inverse upon moles per liter 0. So rate of reaction doesn't depend upon concentration of A, independent to the A, hence the units are moles per liter into second inverse for the zero order reaction. Units of K. When K equal to, for the first order, A to the power 1, first order reaction, proportionality constant units if you want to write, moles per liter into second inverse upon moles per liter 1. So then second inverse is a unit of proportionality constant for the first order reaction. First order, so units K second inverse. And if you want to write K is equal to rate upon second order kinetics. For second order kinetics, so K is equal to moles per liter into second inverse upon moles per liter whole square. Then 1 mole square, 1 mole cancelled. Then you will get moles inverse liter into second inverse is the unit of proportionality constant of second order kinetics. So we can write the units for the K for second order kinetics, first order kinetics and zero order kinetics. So here the rate of reaction depends upon the concentration of A raised to 1 first order. If the rate of reaction is equal to or depends upon the concentration of A with respect to the power raised to the 2 is the second order kinetics. So these are the units for the rate of rate constant of zero order, first order and second order kinetics. Now we'll take example for this order of reaction. If you look into the examples of CHCl3 plus Cl2, what compounds get? CCl4 plus HCl will get. For this, rate expression is equal to K into CHCl3 Cl2 of half order reaction we say. And rate is, if you want to take other example, CH3COOC2H5 ester plus H2O gives rise to CH3COOH plus C2H5OH. So in this, how you write rate expression for this? Rate is equal to K into CH3 concentration of ester C2H5 H2O. The rate of reaction depends upon concentration of ester but not on the water in this case, because water acts as a solvent whose concentration doesn't affect the rate of reaction, act as a solvent. Hence it is first order reaction. But in this chemical equation, balanced chemical equation, stoichiometric numbers are 1, 2. But in this, so 1. So the balanced chemical equation doesn't show the order of reaction always. Sometimes coefficients are equal to the powers may not be. So hence that means the balanced chemical reaction doesn't represent order of reaction, but order of reaction can be determined experimental conditions or experimentally we say. So the balanced chemical, even balanced stoichiometric chemical equation doesn't show its mechanism, rate of reaction. It doesn't show the mechanism particularly. So it doesn't explain the formation of products formation, it doesn't explain. So hence the chemical reactions are classified into two types based on the mechanism: elementary chemical reactions. Number 2, complex reactions, chemical reactions, complex reactions we say. So what are elementary reactions, chemical reactions, what are complex reactions? The chemical reactions which takes place in single step to form products. Complex reactions, chemical reactions happen in several steps to form products. So now we are going to discuss about what are elementary chemical reactions, so what are complex reactions. Elementary reactions. Elementary chemical reactions. The chemical reaction takes place in single step to form the products. The chemical reaction in which all the reactants combine to form, simultaneously collide to form single product. Reactants combine to form single product is called elementary reaction. A plus B combine to form C product. In direct step, in single step, so in this there are no several steps. So for this, A and B are the two molecules combined to form single product. Then we write this is molecularity. We write number of molecules that are colliding to form the single product is molecularity. So the rate of reaction depends upon A. The rate of reaction depends upon concentration of A, concentration of B. In this case, the rate of reaction, order of reaction is equal to molecularity, and molecularity is equal to order of reaction. But second type of reactions, what we call complex chemical reactions. In this complex chemical reaction, A is a compound undergoes change to form the D. A is the reactant will form the D product. So formation of D from A takes place in several steps. First step, A changes to the B, which is reaction intermediate. B is the substance intermediate, again changes into the C, also is another intermediate. Then C changes into D. C changes into the D, is the final product. A is the compound changes to D directly, this is that. But A changing into the D product happens several steps. So A to B first step, B to C is the second step, and C to D is the third step. It takes place in series of steps. But out of these 3 steps, one will be the rate determining step, slowest step. That may be B to C, that may be A to B. So that is called rate determining step, which is very slow. Rate determining step is very slow. So that rate determining step will determine the rate of reaction. And in that rate determining step, how many molecules will take part? How many molecules will take part to collide, to combine? So that number of molecules, for example, in this B to form C is the slowest step. Rate of reaction depends upon B. One molecule is taking part, then molecularity is 1. Because the rate of reaction depends upon slowest step. This is a slow step, for example. Rate depends upon this B. So that's what rate is directly proportional to or gives equal to concentration of B. The molecularity is 1. Molecularity is 1. So complex reaction, the series of steps involved before formation of the product. Before formation of the product, that series of steps involved in the reaction is called complex. Such reactions are called complex reactions, we say. The series of reactions involved in the mechanism of the reaction before formation of the product is called complex chemical reaction. Simply complex chemical reactions containing elementary reactions. What is elementary reaction? The reactants that combine simultaneously to form single product is called elementary chemical reactions. Here, if you compare with the order of reaction, molecularity not in the fractions, not in zeros, always molecularity 1, 2, 3 and so on. If the molecularity of the reaction is single, that is called unimolecularity reactions we call. If the molecularity is equal to 2, then it is called bimolecular chemical reactions we call. If the molecularity 3, then number of molecules that collide in the chemical reaction to form the product is 3, intermolecular chemical reactions we say. So based on the molecularity, what is meant by molecularity? The number of molecules, atoms or ions that collide to form a product in a chemical reaction is called molecularity we say in the rate determining step. So that is molecularity classified into 1, 2, 3, not in fractions, not in zeros. That molecularity is divided into unimolecularity. One molecule will take part in the chemical reaction and two molecules will collide, 10 molecules, so 3 molecules will collide to form the product is molecularity we say. So let us discuss the examples for this molecularity. Ammonium nitrate decomposes to form N2 plus H2O is unimolecular reaction. Bimolecular reaction is 2HI gives rise to H2 plus I2 is a bimolecular reaction. Third one is NO2 plus O2 gives rise to NO plus O2 gives rise to NO2. So this is trimolecular reaction we call this is. So this is about molecularity and order of reaction.